Aaron Glenn shows immense confidence in Jets' new QB, Justin Fields. The New York Jets have set their sights on the future with Justin Fields at the helm. After an offseason that saw the team part ways with the legendary Aaron Rodgers, the Jets turned to the dynamic yet unproven Fields, signing him to a 2-year, $40 million contract. The Jets, hoping to rebuild after a tumultuous quarterback situation, are clearly placing a massive amount of faith in Fields. But can the former Chicago Bears quarterback really be the player to lead the franchise into the future? Fields' path to New York has been anything but straightforward. Drafted by the Chicago Bears in the 2021 NFL Draft, Fields was initially regarded as one of the most promising quarterbacks in his class. However, his time in Chicago was riddled with inconsistency, injuries, and struggles to find his rhythm. Despite flashes of potential, Fields was never able to establish himself as a franchise cornerstone for the Bears, and with Chicago ultimately opting to trade up for the opportunity to select Caleb Williams, Fields found himself searching for a new home. His journey took a new turn when he was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fields would begin the 2024 season as the Steelers' starting quarterback, leading the team to a 4-2 record to start the year. However, injury struck again as a calf injury sidelined him, allowing veteran Russell Wilson to take over the starting role once he recovered. It became clear that Fields still had much to prove, and now, with a fresh start in New York, the pressure is on for him to show that he can be the leader the Jets desperately need. Despite his uncertain past, the Jets' new head coach, Aaron Glenn, is already singing Fields' praises, offering a glowing review that leaves no doubt about the confidence he has in his new quarterback. On Saturday, Glenn spoke at length about what makes Fields tick, and it's clear that Glenn believes Fields has what it takes to thrive in New York, both on and off the field. In a candid conversation with the media, Glenn detailed the traits that have stood out to him since Fields joined the team. "There's a quiet confidence about that man that's unshakable," Glenn began, emphasizing the mental fortitude Fields brings to the table. Even though he's not the most vocal person, he's active with his body language. He's active with his one-on-one conversations. If he has to stand in front of the guys and say something, he will. He will. He's not one of those guys that's going to talk just to talk, because sometimes if you do that, players around you can get deadhead. But he says things when it needs to be said. It's this balance of self-assuredness and humility that has caught the attention of the coaching staff. Fields doesn't need to constantly speak up to command respect. Instead, he lets his actions do the talking. It's a quality that is often overlooked in today's era of flashy personalities and social media-driven athletes. The fact that Fields doesn't seek the spotlight but instead shows leadership through deliberate, impactful moments speaks volumes about his maturity and approach to the game. Glenn also made sure to emphasize Fields' dedication to his craft, particularly his work ethic. "He's a really good athlete. He works his butt off in the weight room," Glenn said. This might not come as a surprise given Fields' background, but it's a reminder of the kind of commitment it takes to succeed at the highest level of football. The Jets aren't just getting a quarterback with raw talent. They're getting someone who is relentlessly driven to improve. It's a guy that's doing everything he can to improve, and whatever advantage he can get from coaching, strength, and conditioning, being on the field, he's going to take that advantage and he's going to run with it, Glenn continued. These words underscore the idea that Fields is not content to rest on his natural abilities. He's pushing himself to be the best version of himself every day. Perhaps the most important takeaway from Glenn's review is the unwavering trust he has in Fields' potential. There's no doubt that Fields has a lot of pressure on his shoulders this season. The Jets have invested heavily in him, and while he's not yet a proven star, they clearly see something in him that others might have overlooked. The team has placed its faith in Fields to be the face of the franchise for the next few years. This isn't just a matter of acquiring a bridge quarterback. The Jets see Fields as the guy who can take them to new heights. Unlike previous seasons, The Jets have made no moves to add a high-profile backup or veteran quarterback. The team did not draft a quarterback this year, nor did they pursue another veteran during free agency. For all intents and purposes, Justin Fields is the starting quarterback, and barring injury or an unforeseen collapse, it's his job to lose. With veteran Tyrod Taylor still on the roster as the backup, it's EC